Mizzen topping lift number 1. See if you can figure out what we're working on today.
Our fourth and final sail is here.
That is cool. Where do you want it? You're coming too.
What started as a dream is now our reality. 6 years ago, we poured her ballast, raised every frame, cut every plank, and named her Rediviva. Ready for life back on the ocean? This year, we're determined to set sail.
Would you look at that? I'd say that's the making of a fine cruising vessel.
We're Salt and Tar, and this is our life. We're happy to share, and thanks for joining us. We've just finished installing our windlass, something we'll rely on every day pretty soon.
How's our squeeze out up top?
Looking great.
Alright, let's just let it hang out there for an hour or so, and then torque it down later.
So while we wait for everything to settle, we finish out the day with rigging.
Nice little guy.
Yeah, we've got all these crappy little parking blocks and stuff. So we'll use these now, and then when we get around to replacing them in the future with wood blocks, we will. Or we just won't care and we'll keep sailing because they're at the top of the mast.
We still have the mizzen sheet, running backs, and topping lifts to do. The first two are a little more involved, but we can cross off the topping lifts by the end of today.
Bigger, better?
Yeah, the big one fits. I love Ratlins.
Because we're gaff rigged, we have two topping lifts. They are adjustable lines on either side of the boom, about 3/4 of the way out. They're taut when the sail is down to support the boom and loose when the sail is raised. After Garrett wire seizes the block for the port mizzen topping lift, I attach the peak halyard to support the boom so we can release the temporary topping lift. The other blocks we already have in use up there are metal and are terribly squeaky, so Garrett tries some penetrating oil spray.
Screechy.
A little.
Huh?
A little.
A lot.
Okay.
Really didn't screech at all.
You still have the pliers in your pocket?
Yeah, but it's coming apart.
It's going.
Except for all the spiders falling on me.
You big baby.
I don't like spiders.
That's one way to get down. It's quicker.
I'm just gonna run this up and get it through, and the rest can be done down on deck. Thank you.
Yep. Mizzen topping lift number 1. I think we're gonna have to kind of unravel her.
What I'll probably do is just like,
Pretend wrap.
yeah, it's gonna be
roughly in this general area.
It's definitely more length than you need,
Yep.
for sure.
Okay, now I'll need the duct tape and
Since it's late in the day, we're just going to lash the topping lift around the whole assembly until we work on the sail again and fully unwrap it.
One more for good measure. Roasty. Starboard mizzen topping lift.
Yep. I'm gonna shoot this through the shrouds up top. I think it'll set better that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, better.
This is the perfect little dessert project for the end of the day.
Yeah.
Not enough time to really do much else,
Yeah.
but we soaked up the last little bit.
Okay.
All right, port set.
Right on.
Almost through this spool.
I know. And we've already gotten a second one of those.
The 1/2 inch.
Yeah, so we've almost gone through 1,200 feet
Wow.
of 1/2 inch.
Next day that we work on the mizzen again, we'll pull off the whole sail cover and actually lash those around the boom properly. They're just overdone right now. And sun's about to leave us. Woo! Solid day.
Yeah, not bad.
Cinch on the windlass bolts again real quick.
Yeah, I'll give a little bit, 2 more turns on them. I'm going aft port.
Aft port. Okay.
Aft starboard.
Okay. Okay.
Forward port.
All right.
Yeah, we'll leave that for overnight.
Sounds good. Okay. See if you can figure out what we're working on today. We've got some wood from the lumber yard, aka my parents' house.
Your parents' backyard.
And if you can read that, then you probably know what we're working on. Guess what, Garrett? We got some mail in there.
No way. There's mail here.
Yeah. Yeah, the Yankee is pretty cool. It's inside. There she is.
Our fourth and final sail is here.
Because of the cable inside the luff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a cable stitched into the leading edge of it, so it has to be kind of coiled up like a cable on a spool. Made us another canvas bag.
Oh, and a letter. Check it out.
Oh, we got some bling.
Oh, that is cool.
Nice.
It's so adorable. It's like as big as my hand. Beautiful swivel too.
Yeah.
So this attaches to the jib halyard,
Mhm.
the Yankee halyard.
Yep.
And then this,
That goes-
we'll have to drill the eye bolt at
Yeah,
the end
attach this to the eye bolt at the bottom.
of the
And
bowsprit.
then, so this is like a really traditional furling setup. So unlike on modern boats where you have usually an aluminum foil that goes up with your forestay inside of it, this whole sail has a wire stitched into the luff. And and at both ends it's attached to the furling units, the drum and the swivel. And so you hoist this up behind your forestay and usually have block and tackle on your halyard so you can cinch it up, or have a block and tackle on the tack to cinch it down. Anyway, you just want to get it tight. And the whole sail twirls up on this wire, and that way you can also drop the whole thing if you want to, if you don't want the sail up, twirled up. For the windage or whatever, you can drop the whole thing on deck like this and stow it, get it out of the way. And I think it's the most seaworthy way to have furling on your boat, because you can just dump the whole thing really quick and easy.
Yeah, or if we put the boat up for hurricane storage or something, or we left to fly back home, or yeah, then we don't have to leave anything up. You can take it all down.
Yeah. Looks so sweet. Hey, Swab, we got a present for you.
This is for you.
Well, it's tails wagging.
This is from John. It says, "Sleep well, Swab." He's still not sure about it yet.
He's clueless. He's just sleeping, or trying to sleep. Swab, it's your Christmas present.
Dog.
Oh, good
isn't
boy.
that nice? It's gonna have its place underneath the table. That's gonna be a good place for this big dog to be less in the way, if possible. It fits right in there.
Good boy.
Thank you, John, so much. Swab is super happy, and I think it shows. Thanks, John.
After picking up lumber and mail, we're off to the boat.
All right, so our first choices are a little too short. Lengthwise or widthwise? If it's widthwise, probably only fit 2 or fit 1.
So we're looking.
But yeah, if they're
at
length side to side, we should be able to get them next to each other.
4 feet 10 inches and 3/8.
Where do you want it? Just
the outside.
I'm kind of at the flange.
Okay, pull it out to the 5-inch mark. So
5 inches in the middle of the davit arm.
what did I say it was? 4 feet 10 inches?
I can't remember now.
We'll spare you the lengthy discussion, but this is where some forethought comes in handy. We know we have a lot to add back here, and we need it all to function together. Often, this is what that discussion looks like.
What?
Garrett builds and deconstructs in his head. If only I could see what he's seeing right now. But then again, it's probably pretty chaotic. We've landed on mounting our 2 panels long ways across the back of the davits.
Pass me the tape measure.
Take these over the bunker, clean them up, route them, make them look cool.
So this might be just Mach 1, but we're running with it. So they're gonna go lengthwise, butt to butt, with about a foot overhang. And so the davits are about like here, the arms. Looks massive. looks so big here, but then if you think about like the wood pieces were about the width of the transom back there.
Yeah, it looks appalling on the floor down here.
Yeah, it looks like stupid big. Are we back to thinking?
I don't know. Where's my beer? Why did you get such big panels? Seriously, you should have gotten two, like, 125s.
What are these ones? 175?
I don't know why you insisted on being bigger ones.
Well, we could always fasten them to that, take it back and see what it looks like before doing all the routing, sanding, and trimming and all that. And then see if it still looks ridiculous. It's always hard because on the ground everything looks big, and then when it's on the boat it kind of gets dwarfed.
Alright, so I'm just gonna throw these things together on this just real quick, just a mock-up to bring to the boat to determine if this just is ridiculous, if it looks like, mainly I'm concerned about the aesthetics of it. I don't want a huge solar array to ruin the lines of our very salty traditional boat.
Alright, so we've put some framing under here, just temporary, and we're gonna carry it down to the boat. Okay. I'm gonna go over. Good?
Yeah. Go outside of that black line.
Yeah.
And remember that the panels can still slide out.
Yeah.
On the boat, I don't think it looks bad at all. Oh, I think it's good. I think it's really good.
I mean, from here, from deck level, you can't even see it because they're...
Well, as far as things go, I mean, that was one of the big concerns why I wanted to put the davits on. And again, not necessarily for having a dinghy, but to be able to mount our solar panels in a way that they don't really take away too much of the aesthetics of a traditional boat, which is kind of impossible to do. I mean, it's always going to take away a little bit from the classic salty look, but I mean, it's also our home, and it's also a cruising boat, and there's things that we need to have aboard.
Solar being one of them.
And yeah, maybe it's a little excessive. Maybe we don't need that much solar. Probably true. We also don't need 2 freezers.
Yeah, but if we can hold the power.
But it's also really nice.
Yeah. Well, and it's something we've never had before. It's a total game changer, and to be able to, you know, catch fish.
See you later.
Have a good night. Be able to catch fish underway and store the excess. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna climb just a smidge. So we're 3/4 of the way up the mizzen, and I'd say that looks pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of solar.
Yeah.
But it's all just right there. It's less obtrusive than I thought it was going to be. looking at it down on the ground.
Yeah. Do you want to walk across the way?
It's like our boat has a big Fast and Furious spoiler.
Doing them this way, it should leave enough space for our wind vane. So here's from the dock level. You want to go look from the opposite dock or say it's good?
Why not? Yeah, I mean, to me, it really doesn't look that obtrusive.
I'm good with it. Let's run with it.
Yeah. Works for me.
Yeah, sweet.
Let's do it.
Up next,
So we're going to be working on the solar frame today.
with decisions made, it's time to turn them into action. Building a wooden frame for the solar panels to mount atop our davits. Life on the hook, here we come. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
You got so excited you busted tit? Alright, let's take that again. Yeah, the Yankee's here.
I'm not a dancing monkey.
It's all for you, Swab. Get excited.
Swab, where are you going?
I'm just about done. It's like so 5 minutes ago. This is for you. Isn't that nice? Come here. Hey,
Swab!
hey,
Swab!
participate. Aye.
Sorry.
We just wrote a country song.
Yeah, we've decided we're going into the business of writing country songs.
It's really good.
It's good.
It's a good song.
No, I'm not singing.
Sipping on this beer. Sitting in the sun. Petting on my bird dog. It's a beer kind of day. It's a beer kind of day. You couldn't resist. The song was so good.